Ladies and gentlemen, it has been 4 months, but we are back with an episode 31 of The Watcher. We started in 2005. It's 2015. We've gone 10 years. That's crazy. Can you believe that? 10 years. Obviously there's a lot going on, but I think that there's a lot of good fights coming up. I honestly have no idea. I haven't clicked around in the save at all. I just started recording and started talking, and that is it. I know you guys made jokes about it in the past in the Discord. My wife actually is pregnant this time, so I have not had a whole lot of time to record, but I made time. I'm here. Let's just get straight into it, huh? For our first fight of the night, we are at UFC Fight Night 16. Mendelez versus Masvidal 4. The fourth time these two have fought for the light heavyweight crown. This time, Mendelez is up 2-1. Go figure. But we're not here for that. We're here for the undercard. Anderson versus Stefan Struve. A 265-pound heavyweight bout. The main event of the prelims. As my computer very slowly sims the prelims, here we go. The last of the preliminary fights, Anderson faced Stefan, the skyscraper Struve. Anderson probably not used to being 7 inches shorter than his opponent, but Struve is a skyscraper indeed. The Dutchman has a record of 13 wins, 8 losses. Anderson, 9 wins, 8 losses, a plus 230 underdog. Both men featuring kickboxing as part of their repertoire. Anderson at the Grudge Training Center. Struve teamless. Let's see if the camps they've had can make a difference. Let's get straight into the fight. Netherlands versus Brazil. Sounds like a World Cup match, but it's a fight. Anderson comes in looking to strike. Anderson gets in, hits the left jab, coming forward now. Staying on, keeping the initiative for Anderson, hitting some of these setup jabs. Missing some, hitting some. Struve isn't hitting much though. Struve going for the takedown. Anderson keeping the initiative there. Bull right hook from Anderson. Pretty good. Crunching straight left from the jaw. Struve is down. Anderson going for ground and pound. Struve manages to survive. He's on the ground. He's probably more comfortable there. Anderson goes for the arm bar. Struve, no dice. Anderson got the knockdown, though. It's definitely a win in this round for him. As long as nothing horrible happens in the end here. Anderson stays on top to the end of the round. Struve did absolutely nothing in that. That's an easy written for Anderson. Here we go. Round number 2 of 3. Nice straight right lands hard from Anderson. Another. Anderson now. Still landing strikes. A right cross lands hard. Struve finally manages a hit. Anderson with a jab. Anderson takes initiative. Another jab now. Strike exchange. Struve can't decide if he wants to grapple or strike, and he's suffering for it here, I think. A lot of big things missed here. Struve hits the takedown though. Anderson pulls half guard. Anderson trying to transition here. Scramble now. Anderson on top. Struve's in guard. Anderson throws a few right hands. Struve tries for the triangle choke though. Oh no! Oh, ladies and gentlemen. So Anderson is in bottom half guard. Scrambles now. Manages to get on top with Struve pulling full guard. Anderson throws a few right hands, and then Struve catches the last one of those punches, brings his legs up, locks Anderson in a triangle choke, and puts him to sleep. That is unfortunate. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission and rising to 14-8 in his professional career, Stefan the Skyscraper Struve. If I pronounced it wrong, I'm sorry. I really am. But the loser, falling to 9-9, Anderson. He had a good fight. I mean, he was really kicking butt in that first round. Even the second round. I mean, yeah, Struve got the takedown. But it wasn't a dominant necessarily round for him. It's fairly even. It's unfortunate. Anderson was fighting well, but when you fight a submission guy, you could get in trouble. Anderson probably should have scrambled to the feet and kept it there. Better luck next time. A little bit of news here. Bobby Braxton has been booked to face Mark Hunt at K1 Heroes 62. We might have said that at the end of last episode, but let's be honest, who's actually watching these back-to-back when they come out 4 months apart? That will be a title fight. Bobby Braxton has beaten Hunt before by submission. It was very close ranked. And Hunt will be trying to defend the K1 Heroes heavyweight title against Bobby the Bruiser Braxton. So that should be a great fight. Looking forward to that for sure. We are in Texas. We got 2 fights, count them, 2, on the card tonight. sandwiched around right after a John Jones light heavyweight bout. That'll be fun. He's, what, 9-0? Boy. We got Earl Mo versus Brandon Lee Henkel at 2 and heavyweight bout. We'll get into the stats when we get to the actual bout itself. And Junior Dos Santos versus Bruno Guimas for the Strikeforce Heavyweight Championship. This is going to be a heck of a night here in Texas, folks. And we will be here for all of it. Because where else would I go? Big Sexy Earl Mo competing against Brandon Lee Henkel. The two men have faced each other before. Big Sexy is a 14-3 fighter. Beat Brandon Lee Henkel way back in May 2007, 8 years ago. Unbelievable. As to go to 6-0 in his career. Since then, he has spent the entire rest of his career in Strikeforce and still hasn't gotten another title shot after losing his title to Ben Rothwell, which is crazy. He did lose to Bruno Guimas, though, so yeah. Brandon Lee Henkel, 17 wins, 9 losses, 2 no contests, probably because he does drugs. No, because his opponents do drugs. Both. His opponent and him also did drugs. All right. Point being, he had a title shot against Devin Cole way back when. Didn't get it done. Lost to Earl Mo in his next fight, but has won most of his fights since then. Henkel, probably not the favorite here tonight. He is, in fact, a plus 890 underdog. Wrestling versus wrestling. Monkey's Eyebrow, Kentucky versus Weirton, West Virginia. Virginia. I just realized it's spelled wrong. I'll never unsee that. Earl Mo, 13 years younger, 30 pounds heavier, and quite a bit nastier. E. Levine's the judge for the fight. Here's the opening bell. Neither father bothers touching gloves. Straight right from Mo. Hits a big right hand again. Closing the distance, looking to walk him down. Mo takes the initiative. Crunching right hook from Earl Mo. Jab. Straight right. Henkel is wobbling. Big strike. Uppercut. He's down. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute, 30 seconds into your fight. Here's your winner by knockout. Big Sexy Earl Mo. 7 punches and it was over. Brandon Lee Henkel didn't know what hit him. Have a nice retirement, pal. Unbelievable. Big Sexy goes to 15-3 in his career. Makes short work of Brandon Lee Henkel. Wow, what a fight that was. Just going over my stats. That's actually Big Sexy's first ever knockout. He's had a number of TKOs, but he has never actually knocked out his opponent before. 4 TKOs, 2 submissions, but only the 1 KO now. He is just unbelievable, frankly. He has been so good. Oh, and Big Sexy wants the rematch. He lost his title to Ben Rothwell, never had another crack at him, and he wants the rematch now. Personally, I think that would be a fantastic fight. I would love to see if Big Sexy has learned a thing or two since Ben Rothwell became the first and only man to finish him back in 2008. It's been a long time. I think that would be an excellent fight to make. Let's see what happens. And we're here for the main event. Cigano Junior Dos Santos versus the one, Bruno Guimas. Guimas, a plus 390 underdog from Wicca Fighting. He is from Porto, Portugal, facing off against the Brazilian Colonizer versus Colony. 13-1 Junior Dos Santos. He has only had the 1 loss to Ben Rothwell for this fight in the 3rd time they faced off. It feels weird to give him a title shot after 2 straight pretty harsh unanimous decisions, but I don't make the fights. I just watch. Lost to Ben Rothwell, dropping the title back. Then beat 2 guys to win another title shot for himself, and this is his first defense of this reign. 22nd ranked fighter in the world. Bruno Guimas, 16-5 record. He has on a 2-fight winning streak after being armbarred by Ben Rothwell in a title fight. Second time he's faced Rothwell. First, he beat him back in 2006 and then lost to him recently. So, very interesting fight triangle going on. Rothwell, Mo, and Big Sex, and the one over here. But it's time for the main event of the evening. 5 rounds, if I am not mistaken. And let's get into it. Can the mixed martial arts of Bruno Guimas? He wins by TKO a lot. He has a couple of subs in there, 3 subs, 5 TKOs, and 6 knockouts. But he's been TKO'd 3 times and subbed. So we will have to see. He needs to watch out for the submission threat of Junior Dos Santos. But enough talk. Let's fight. The Strikeforce heavyweight title on the line. His second shot at the belt. We are underway. Both fighters coming together. Nice 1-2 from Guimas. Dos Santos lands a flurry. Staying on the feet right now. Right hook ducked, though. Jabbing across from Dos Santos. Nice right hook from Guimas. Alright, again, light striking here. Brace of jabs from Dos Santos. Ooh, glancing high kick from Guimas. If that was solid, it would have been a very different fight. Left jab misses a right hand. Good right hand from Guimas. Dos Santos on rubbery legs. Guimas flying knee, though. Doesn't go down. Wow, what a shot. That's going to impress the judges for the round, I think. Both fighters moving in to engage. Right hook from Guimas. Oh, straight right from Dos Santos. Guimas is down. Dos Santos ground and pound. Guimas is getting pasted. Oh, no. How did this happen? Oh, it was 5 glorious minutes of fighting, but at the end... Let's go back and watch what happens here. So, we have... Yeah, so they have this strike exchange. Guimas hits his big right. Dos Santos is on a rubbery legs. Guimas goes for the flying knee. Dos Santos doesn't drop. They're still throwing strikes here. 60 seconds left. Guimas scores his right hook. And then Dos Santos left jab clean into the straight right. Guimas drops. Dos Santos ground and pound. Guimas is not defending himself, and the referee has to end it. Dos Santos makes his first defense of the Strikeforce heavyweight title, and this is over. Your winner by TKO, Junior Dos Santos, rising to 14-1 in his illustrious career. Guimas dropping to 16-6. I mean, this was what was favored. There was a moment of glory in there, but in the end... The Brazilian prevails here in Texas. It's a shame. Little bit of news here. Anderson is coming to the end of his UFC contract, but is renegotiating. Hopefully he can re-sign and show some of the improved form he had, considering he's a career like 500 fighter, right? But it doesn't mean he's bad. He beat Rosenstrike. You know, he's got some wins in here. I still don't know how he got signed to UFC, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, he has entered the renegotiation period, so we'll see what happens. Got some news here. Anderson has signed an exclusive contract extension with the UFC, and Grease Kunis has been booked to face Philip DeFries at K1 Heroes 63. That will be on this episode. It'll be a good fight for the least experienced guy on our roster. Headlined by Robert Whittaker and Damian Maia in a fight. That'll be a banger. That'll be fun. Also, I noticed over here, Bruno Guimas and Earl Mo are trolling each other on the internet, which is some classic. I mean, it's kind of weird. You'd think Bruno is kind of the professional here, but yeah, whatever. Little more news here. Bruno Guimas has tested positive for PEDs. Wow. He did drugs and didn't even win. He is suspended for 11 months and 3 weeks. We will not see Bruno until episode 34 or 35. Shame on you, Bruno. Shame on you. We're all very disappointed. And Anderson has left his team because he sucks. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Anderson. If you're here, you don't suck. You're great. I wouldn't go 9-9 in UFC, so you're doing great. A little bit more booking news. We are stacking that schedule right now. George Joe has been booked to face Cody Griffin at Bellator 59. Shields versus McDonald 3. That will be in August. It will be on this episode. We will be getting a lot of great fights in this episode. George Joe kind of stuffed down in the undercard, which is crazy because he's the number 11 ranked heavyweight in the world, and they put him like way in the middle of the undercard. This is gonna be an execution, but I'm looking forward to it. It's always nice to call a fight that lasts like 7 punches, you know? All right, enough booking news. It's time for a fight. It's time for a title fight. It's time for K1 Hero 62 Mark Hunt versus Bobby Braxton. The second time these two gentlemen have fought each other. It has been, how long has it been since they fought? Super Samoan versus Bobby the Bruiser Braxton. We got a great little thing here. Hunt is a 20-9 fighter. He had won the title off Heath Herring and defended against Czech Congo. Certainly not pushovers. His last loss was to the very same Bobby Braxton at K1 Heroes 43 back in July of 2012. Braxton got him with the Kimura that day, and he went ahead and won his next fight with the Kimura. Sure, why not? Braxton, not exactly. He won the heavyweight title, lost it, then. So Braxton won the heavyweight title, so he beat Mark Hunt, won the heavyweight title off Heath Herring, lost the title back to Heath Herring, and then Herring dropped the title to Hunt, and then Braxton beat Herring in a non-title fight to win the the opportunity against Hunt. So if that's not some WWE booking right there. 10 minutes in the very first round. Hunt a minus 130 favorite. It's close. It's really, really close, and I'm bad at booking odds. Let's get started in the fight, shall we? No, we shouldn't. Montreal, Canada, Bobby the Bruiser Braxton versus the New Zealander, the Super Samoan Mark Hunt, 41 versus 28 years old. Braxton's got 6 inches on him, but they weigh the same amount. Mark Hunt is built like a barrel. Kickboxing versus kickboxing, spelled differently. Obviously, they're from different schools of thought and how to spell that thing. Here we go. They engage in the center now. Left jab and a good right hand. Scores the jab, right hands. Jab, jab, right hand now. Counter attack. Head kick misses from Braxton. Braxton definitely knows how to hit that head kick. He's got 4, 5, 6, 7 head kick KOs in his career. That's insane. He's going to keep attempting them until someone punishes him for it. Braxton misses with the right hook. Hunt throws some punches, but can't land anything really. Gets countered. Hunt misses, gets countered. Two guys definitely. Oh, big right hook from Mark Hunt. Bobby Braxton's down. Oh, Hunt is ground and pounding. Oh, Braxton's unconscious. Oh, gosh. Mark Hunt knocks out Bobby the Bruiser Braxton in a rematch. 4 minutes and 50 seconds into round number 1. I mean, they're just throwing these punch exchanges. Nothing, right? And then Bobby Braxton misses the right hook, takes a hard right hook shot from Mark Hunt. Braxton's down. Hunt immediately swoops into ground and pound. Braxton was probably out when he hit the ground. The referee jumps in and stops him taking too much more damage. And that's all she wrote. Mark Hunt wins by knockout. Defends the K1 Heroes heavyweight title for the second time. 4 minutes and 50 seconds into round number 1. Goes to 21-9 in his career. Braxton picks up his 6th loss to go with his 17 wins. It's a shame. It's a shame. A little bit of trivia for you on that fight. That is the first KO or TKO loss for Braxton in his entire career. 10 knockout wins and 1 knockout loss now for him. This is also the 10-year anniversary of his professional debut when he beat a local opponent with a knockout kick to the head in Canada, Saturday, the 2nd week of June, 2005. It's another UFC fight night. Cub Swanson defends his title against Uriah Faber. Sorry, this is a pay-per-view, to be clear. In Texas, they fought the third fight. Swanson's 2-0 against him, but, featherweights in 2015 were not... they're pretty well fleshed out. I don't know. Anyway, Machado McGregor versus Krzysztof Sozinski. I forgot it. McGregor has a 8-1-1 record in his professional career to go along with a significant amount of jail time. He went to jail and he did drugs, I believe. So he's taken some, we'll say, time away from fighting. But He is still an 8-1-1 fighter. His last fight overturned due to recreational drugs. It's just a little weed. Come on. But he will be fighting Krzysztof Sozinski tonight in the main event of the preliminary card. Let's get to that one. Machado McGregor, a plus 210 underdog. Krzysztof the Experiment Sozinski, 23-5 record. Certainly no pushover here. 240 pounds, 6'1", from Manitoba versus the Northern Irish 242-pound man. He has lost his last fight after a very, very long win streak, dating all the way back to from 2006 to mid 2014. He hadn't lost a single fight. That's crazy. But he did lose to Renato Sobral in his last fight, and certainly McGregor is looking to make it 2 in a row here for the Canadian. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Referee Mario Yamasaki. We are underway. No touching of gloves. The crowd, ooh. Oh, big right hand. Sozinski's dropping a big right hook. Machado's punching him in the face. Sozinski's stung. He sweeps. Sozinski pins him against the cage, takes him down. McGregor grabs the cage. Referee warns him, don't do that. Sozinski can't get the takedown done on the second time. Sozinski trying the trip down. McGregor grabs the cage again. The referee misses it. Hard foot stomp. Another takedown. McGregor's turtled. Sozinski trying to not finish him, but he can't do it. Rear waist lock. Big takedown there. Sozinski into side control. Going for the armbar now. McGregor. Good enough submission defense for now. Going for the Kimura now. Can't get him out of the Kimura, and that's it. Wow. In a fight that started with him knocking down his opponent and ground and pound, he lost 2 minutes later. This is a brutal round. I mean, the execution level from our guys is really lacking. Like, they are not landing, they're not finishing fights like they should be. Just a complete lack of execution from them. McGregor moves to 8 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest in his career. Krzysztof the Experiment Sozinski up to 24 wins, 5 losses. Continues his upward trajectory in the UFC heavyweight division. It's a shame. I feel like I'm saying that a lot this episode, but it is all a shame. Just a tiny bit of news here. Bobby Braxton has left the Abayani Combat Club. Maybe trying to find a new club to join when his medical suspension ends in 5 months, to prepare him better for that very top level of the K1 Heroes division. We'll see what happens. News Minute: Bobby Braxton has joined Para Esta team, formed by Yuki Nakai. I don't know who that is, but Amanda Nunez trains there. Sam Stout, great. There's some solid guys here. There's the one featherweight champion is here. Renato Makano's here. Yeah, they got some great women's fighters here. They don't cover a lot of things, but they do cover wrestling and jiu-jitsu. So, guess Bobby's looking forward to training in some of that. I completely forgot. Billy Willie also got booked to face Tito Ortiz on an indie show. Oh, that's gonna be an adventure. Ortiz is 1 for 5, 1 win, 4 losses in his last 5. His run with King of the Cage. Sure. And Billy Willie got cut by Pride after a 3-win, 4-loss stint with them. Not bad. Beat Rob Broughton, beat Fonga, beat Antonio Rogerio Nogueira. But his loss to Daniel Cormier was more than they could stomach, and so now he will be fighting Tito Ortiz on the indies, trying to find his way back into a major promotion. Oh, also, Brock Lesnar's retired, I guess. So that's something. 37 years old. He lost to George Joe. He lost to Alex O'Reilly. He did beat Bruno Guimas very early in his career. Never quite reached the heights that he did in real life, but, you know. Alright, it's time for the local show. The main event of the evening, Billy Willie versus Tito Ortiz. I mean, who wouldn't come out to watch that? I don't know if I know any of the other guys on this card at all. No, TJ Grant and Ellenberger, I actually know them. Pickett. Darren Elkins, The Damage. Sure, why not? Chael Sonnen and Tom Lawler. Actually, that sounds like a banger. It really does. Anyway. Let's get into it. We got a lot of prelims to sim through as we head to our main event. 2 unemployed men looking for a job. Smart money is on, of course, Billy Willie. I mean, look at him. He's just beautiful. The Thug Jitsu master from Little Rock, Arkansas, training in Minnesota these days. Minus 1170 favorite. I'll put my life savings on Billy Willie. Win a couple bucks and I'll feel like I got a good deal. The Huntington Beach bad boy, Tito Ortiz, 35 pounds lighter, 12 years older, and 2 inches shorter. He is a wrestler and 16-2 pro record. We checked out his record earlier, so we don't need to go back into it, but it's not great. Let's start this fight. I don't think this should take very long. Referee Herb Dean, Billy Willie looking to give an absolute execution to Tito Ortiz. Let's get into it. Willie refuses to touch gloves. Ortiz gets the dominant clinch position. Gets out wrestled by Billy Willie. And then gets slammed onto his back. Willie trying to punch. No dice. Trying to pass guard. Thug Jitsu going for the leg lock now. Ortiz keeps his guard locked up. Willie trying to get past the guard. They scramble now. Onto their feet. Willie throws a punch. Ortiz dodges it. Grabs Willie into a clinch. Tries to push him up against the cage. Willie pins Ortiz up against the cage instead. And then hits him with a short right uppercut, knocking him down, pounding away. Ortiz is getting pasted. The referee stops the fight. And there it is. If you put your money on Billy Willie in the first round, your heart rate is through the roof right now, but it was never really in doubt. Billy Willie absolutely battered Tito Ortiz, who landed absolutely nothing quantifiable in this fight whatsoever. Billy Willie beat him from bell to bell, clinched him up against the cage, gave him a little uppercut for good luck, and moved his record to 14-5. I would anticipate Billy Willie getting a contract here again soon. Ortiz drops to 16 wins, 13 losses, and should probably just retire, right? Alright, it is time for the first half of our doubleheader to end the month of August and episode 31. Grace Kunis versus Philip DeFries. K1 Heroes, Chapter 63. Kunis, a 6-3 record, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background versus Philip DeFries, just Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Equally mediocre record, 7-5 for DeFries, 6-3 for Kunis. English versus Germany. It's World War III here in Japan. Sure, why not? Munich versus Sunderland, 22 versus 27. Kunis, like I said, the newest member of our Watcher roster. He's 6 foot. Both men are 6'4", and they weigh roughly similar amounts. Maybe a fairly even fight here. Philip DeFries, a mild favorite. Opening bell, 2 men touch gloves now. Exchange strikes, nothing really doing. Roundhouse kick for Kunis. Oh, he's hurt. He's up against the ropes. A right cross lands into him. Oh, Kunis took some hard shots there. Several seconds into the round, but he managed to escape it for now. Back in the center. Oh, feint. Good right hand from Kunis. Ooh, that definitely hurt him. Kunis definitely making a good effort of coming back now, dodging a head kick. He did not start well in this. Great right hook there. Might have hurt his hand though. There's a lot of fight left to go. Kunis definitely making a good recovery from a very bad start. He's quick. He's dodging. They've settled into a much more even flow state now. Kunis managing to just dodge. Again, left hook. Halfway through the first round now. Kunis misses a couple of kicks. DeFries misses a couple. Right cross from DeFries just misses. DeFries slowing down just a tad. Kunis tries right hand, but no dice. Blocked both ways. Fairly even so far. Roundhouse kick to the body from Kunis, though. That's going to hurt in the morning. Kunis tries with another left kick to the body. Hitting a lot of these body kicks now. Kunis getting to the gas tank just a bit. DeFries seems like the more gassed of the two. Right cross, though. DeFries is cut. Maybe that cut will allow a stoppage. Great right hook from DeFries, though. It's not going to stop him. Some ineffective punching here with about a minute left. Solid right hand from DeFries, though. He's getting gassed, though. He's gassed and he's bleeding. If Kunis can stay alive, the second round could be much better for him. Right cross for Kunis to end the first round. Let's take a look at the stats here. Fairly even. Kunis landed a couple of jab kicks. Philip DeFries had a powerful kick and a power punch. Grease Kunis 2 power punches. Really about as even as it gets. Hard to say who's winning. I don't really know. The corner man trying to close the cut on DeFries. And we have 5 minutes left to separate these two. Crunching leg kick. Right cross from Kunis. Right hand. Kunis is absolutely punching up DeFries in this round. DeFries grabs him, though, trying to pin Kunis against the ropes. Kunis defends well. DeFries goes for the takedown. Gets takedown into side control. Trying to hit a knee strike. Kunis bucks him off, scrambling for position now. He's up first, but he's pinned against the ropes. DeFries takes him back down to the ground into side control. DeFries just absolutely trying to control from here. Control. Kunis tries to get to guard. Kunis scrambles again. DeFries grabs him from behind now. Kunis exhausted from the grappling, and that is the end. Let's take a look at the stats here. Round 2, pretty boring. DeFries, 2 takedowns and 2 jabs. Kunis, a very powerful kick and 2 jab punches. This could go either way. Personally, I'm thinking DeFries is going to win, but let's see. Steve Armstrong says Kunis wins. Aki gives the result in favor of DeFries. So your winner by split decision, Philip DeFries. 8 wins, 5 losses now for him. Kunis drops to a pretty not great 6-4. He can feel maybe a bit hard done by here, but when he gave up that grappling at the end and then had no answer for it for minutes at a time, it's just really difficult to give someone the winner. Kunis drops to 0-4 in fights that go to decision and 6-0 in fights that do not. He maybe should have tried to focus more on his submission there, but it all makes hindsight is 20/20, right? The same night across the world, it is Bellator 59, Shields versus McDonough 3. 1 win each. Nobody really cares about Jake Shields though. What a guy. Steven Thompson, that's my boy right there. Anyway, but stuck in the middle of the prelims for God knows what reason is George Joe absolutely executing some dude named Cody. Look at this man. With all due respect, if Cody Griffin, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I know you would beat the tar out of me if we had a fight. But this is George Joe we're talking about. This isn't me. 17 wins, 3 losses. Only ever lost to Josh Barnett 3 times. Just can't take him. But he has beaten every other man he's fought. He is a hard-nosed boxer from Scunthorpe, England, versus the West Salem, Illinois native. No team, no chance. Let's see how long it takes for George Joe to knock him out. Here we go. Nice right hook. Joe moving closer, ready to attack. Griffin hits 1 jab. Joe misses a punch. Straight right lands hard. Right cross lands hard. Joe more aggressive. Oh, Griffin dodges the punch there, trying to grapple. No luck. Right hand from Joe. Beauty of a straight right from Joe. Jab, big right hand, left cross, knockout, Griffin's out. George, the gentleman Joe, gentlemanly helps Cody Griffin to the canvas, and George Joe moves up to 18 wins, 3 losses in his career. Just something for him to do, I guess, while he, I don't know, waits for someone to beat Josh Barnett so he can get a title shot and actually win. 2 minutes, 23 seconds in round number 1 for that one. George Joe is a monster. He is, 4 wins, 3 losses since coming to Bellator. Those 4 wins have all come by knockout or TKO in the first round. And the 3 losses have all come by submission to Josh Barnett. So his ceiling is pretty well capped here right now, right? Like, just speaking on behalf of George Joe as his I don't know, his fake agent, I guess. Who knows? But like, what is he supposed to be doing here in Bellator? I get that he wants to be this Bellator legend, but surely UFC can offer him something comparable, right? Like some kind of contract for better, just a chance, right? He's the Cage Rage champion forever. Like, he won the KSW championship. He needs to fight somebody that isn't called Josh Barnett. I think that's the end of it. Maybe Pride? I don't know. I just don't know what's next for George Joke. He immediately brings up Josh Barnett and makes some bad jokes about him. Yeah, do I really want to see George lose a 4th time to Josh Barnett? Like, he's an unbelievable fighter. He's clearly the best fighter to save. Right? He beat Alex O'Reilly in the first viewer versus viewer fight way back in 2006. From his debut in 2005 until 2011, he never lost a single fight. He's never lost 2 in a row. Like I said, he's only lost to Josh Barnett. It's just that Josh is an absolute ceiling for George right now. And I just don't know what he should be doing about it. But that's just my rambling. A great fight from him tonight. 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Not his fastest, but it was good. It was good. At this point, he's just speedrunning fights. But hopefully he can put some pieces together and take Josh Barnett out or something. A little bit of news as well. Anderson, first fight on his new contract, will be fighting Soa Palele. Excuse me. UFC 154, Pena versus Ngannou. That will be on the undercard. Soa Palele is best known from his early save fights in Japan. He faced off against Bobby Braxton and Eric Funga back-to-back, beating Funga and losing to Braxton. He later on lost to Jack Duplessis in Pride. Oh, I'm sorry, he lost to Funga and beat Braxton. I was looking at it backwards. And then lost to Jack Duplessis in Pride in 2011. But since departing Pride at the Champions Local Show, he's won two local show fights. Then won by unanimous decision, failed a drug test, and then won 3 more fights in a row since then. So he's on a good winning streak here. That'll be a good fight for Anderson. Anderson will probably die, but what can you do? Additional news: Grease Kunis has been cut from K1 Heroes after his loss. It's really unfortunate. He didn't have the best career in K1 Heroes. 3 wins and 4 losses, but he lost to the names. Philip DeVries is not a great loss to take, but Blades and Congo, again, those are names. Gonzaga, he's not losing to nobody. So hopefully he can get back on his feet, get a new contract here, and we can see Grease Kunis before too long. He did break his fingers while fighting, and will be taking just a normal 6-month suspension. That's it. That's all our news. Last little speck of news before we finish. Earl Mo, Ben Rothwell. It's been booked. Trilogy bout. No. Second fight. Rematch. Yeah, he called out Ben Rothwell after his win against... Who did he beat? Some dude. Yeah, Brendan Lee Hinkle. His win against Hinkle. He called out Rothwell for a rematch. Like this fight for him. He's on a 4-fight winning streak. Come a long way since he lost to Ben Rothwell. Got TKO'd early. Got caught. I like this fight from Ro. I think that's a good career move here. Number 2, number 3 ranked. It kind of seems like an unofficial title shot to be earned here. I think this is a good fight, so that should be incredible. It'll be in October. That will be on episode 32, which will come, I promise. I won't make any promises to win, but I promise it'll come. So thanks, guys. Thanks for your patience, as always. It's been lovely to have you, and I'll catch you next time.